Top of the day, all the way to the bottom of the night. Whenever you get this is when you need to get it, when you need to see it, when you need to receive it, when you need to let it soak in, let it marinate. Let it become a part of you. Let it become you. Transform into it. Have transformation. Change into it. Most High, I ask that you speak to me and speak through me. What do you want to say? What is the message for today? Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Let's see what numbers we got coming on up out of here. See what we got going on right here. Two, 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 4. 47. 4, 7. 7, 4. Hope the numbers resonate with you. Look them up. And all together, 11. 4 plus 4 plus 3 equal 11. Great new beginnings. This is the season of change. This is the season of getting alignment. Because your vehicle is steering to the left when you let it go, or steering to the right. And when you get that alignment, get you some new tires. Because it's best to do an alignment when you got fresh new tires on there. Talking about your vehicle, your spacesuit, your vessel. Make sure your feet is going in the right direction. Make sure you're walking in the right direction. And if you are walking in the wrong direction, make a U-turn or turn right or left. And follow the GPS of the Most High, where you will never get lost. Just like the scripture says, the Lord God is my shepherd, I shall not want. You see, the Lord can have 100 sheep. And if one of those sheep get lost, or goes in the wrong direction, the Lord God will leave the 99 to go find that one. The one that went the wrong direction. The Most High is calling and searching for you because you went down the wrong way and got turned around. And did not remember where the 99 sheep were. You were too busy to keep up with the herd, to keep up with the crowd, keep up with the soul family. But how great, how good and great our Lord and Savior is, that He will leave the 99 soul family members to go find the one that went the wrong direction. Most High brought me to this topic earlier this week, and He been drilling in me. Tell the message what I told you. Relationships in this dimension is very prevalent, is important. It's so important that people even made shows on how people do in relationships. It's a bunch of them. But the main one he wanted me to speak about was for my man. And he wanted me to say this too, for my woman, because that show is not out. But it is men out here that do things for women. Throw their whole life away for a woman, or a woman throws a whole life away for a man. The Most High wanted me to say this. All those women that portray the characteristics and the traits of a for my man woman, He's calling you to be, what would you do for my God? Don't look and put yourself and your energy into a man. Men, don't put all your energy into a woman. Put your energy into the Most High. For my Creator. For my source. What would you do for your source? What would you do for your God? What would you do for your Creator? Would you have the same energy that you have, women, for my man? Men, for my woman? See, they say love will make you do strange things. That was the saying back in the day. But love will not make you do strange things. Lust will. Lust will make you do some stupid things. And that is what women do for their man. Men, you do that for a woman. But you would not put that same energy in for the Most High. I'm a man, so I gotta speak from this aspect. A man, a good man, a faithful man, an honest man will stay faithful to a woman that don't mean him no good, that will sleep around on him, will steal from him, will abuse him. All in the name of lust. When you come to the reality that that is not love, women, you will put up with a dog man that sleeps around on you, that steals from you, that puts you in harmful situations. That is not love. Love is giving. Love is nurturing. Love is being sensitive. Love will not put you in a harmful situation. If you love a person, you will not put them in harm's way. You will not put a person you love inside of a trap and watch them scramble around in the trap. See, I had to learn. The Most High had to put me in the situation of what would you do for a woman? And what would you do for me? See, words, that ain't nothing. Because I can say I love you all day long and don't show it. It's the action behind the words that it is really felt. You see, I can tell a woman, I lust you, and only put, I don't want to talk crazy, but you feel me? It only sex you up. See, if I say I lust you and I don't put this all up in your back, you're gonna say you don't like me. If I don't lay down with you and I'm saying I want you, do you really? So, if love is giving without expecting anything in return, what would you do for the Most High? For my God. I need to link up with some people because we'll have some great shows out here, some great movies. I got some ideas that I need to run through. But I know the Most High will always put me in a position when the position needs to be filled. And he put me in a position right now to put this out here in the atmosphere for my God. Forget that show, For My Man, because those individuals have a life of destruction. They don't have this show yet, but For My Woman. What would a man do for his woman? Out of lust. Out of he thinking he controls and owns a woman. A woman think that she owns and controls a man. The Most High would never put any of us in any kind of crazy situation like that. We need to be grateful for what the Most High does for us every single day. A good man, a faithful, honest man will protect his woman, his wife, his friend. A good woman will hug and care for her man. And everything in between. It only goes that way. That is the yin and the yang. That is the balance. That is the harmony. That is the rhythm of the beat. That is what go together. Like cereal and milk. I'm finna see the energy that's out here through these cards. But what would I do for my God? What would I give up for God? If God told you right now, walk away from everything that you know, can you do it? And I told y'all talk is cheap. Will you do it? Releasing everything. Because when you hold on to something, you got a tight fist. And you can't receive not one thing that the Most High want to give you. But when you release what's in your hand is open. You are open to receive whatever the Most High wants to put in there. Whatever the Most High want to pour in there. The Most High anoints my head with oil, and my cup overflows. I got an overflow of ideas, an overflow of energy. But if the Most High gives you an overflow of energy and ideas, and you give it to a person who does not even care or even grateful for it, that is a disrespect to the Most High. Most High blesses everybody. He's good to the righteous and the unrighteous at the same time. I can only imagine. I can only imagine. Let's see what's going on out here. What would you do for God? Who would you give up for God? If God told you, follow the angels I sent to you, and don't look back from where I brought you, can you do it? If God said, leave your family, I want you to start a family somewhere else, can you do it? For my God. See what we got going on out here. Is it still there? All right. Well, I just split the deck, right? And I seen loneliness. I think it's right here. Loneliness. Loneliness. See, loneliness will kick in when you are obeying the Most High. But loneliness is just a feeling. It's really, it's an illusion. Loneliness is an illusion. And on the bottom of that, on the bottom of the deck, when it was like this, loneliness will bring you peace. Loneliness will bring you peace. Loneliness. I know that I am never alone. You just feel lonely at the time. But you're never alone. The Most High will never leave you nor forsake you. Most High will never lead you to a place and leave you alone. He will always comfort you. He will always provide for you. His provision will always be given to you. Let's see what we got going on here. Gratitude. Gratitude is the attitude to have. You can do everything with a glad heart when the Most High tells you to do it, because it will benefit you in the long run. But if you try to do something for a man or a woman, it will lead you down to destruction. It will lead you down to a path of being lonely around company. Because you can be in a room full of individuals and feel so lonely because nothing resonates with you. Because you're not being the true you. See, when a woman does something for a man out of lust, you just feeding a monster, because they're gonna always want something and always demand you do something and something else and get bigger and greater and greater and greater. I know as a man, men don't like to ask women for money. Men don't like to make women do physical things. But I seen a woman do it all. Even with growing up, my told-to-be mother didn't have a man. Well, I didn't see it. So I seen her cutting grass and doing all the physical things. So being a boy, I thought that I was supposed to be a man and cut the grass and wash cars and take the trash out and all those type of things. Even when I was in elementary, I used to, when we had to move, I had to move all the furniture like a man, like a mover. When I was a kid. I didn't have a father figure at all. And in my old song, I said, I grew up with no father figure. I grew up around no kind of information. So when I grew up, I did what I didn't see around me. I didn't see a man taking care of children. So I took care of my children. I didn't see a man wash dishes, cut grass, take care of a whole household. Take the kids to school, pick the kids up from school, go to work, cut grass, wash cars, wash clothes, clean, mop the house, go grocery shopping. I had to do all those things because I didn't see it. But the Most High was my father. The Most High was my parent. And he said to me, son, everything you didn't see a man do, I want you to do it. So I did it. And if my witch ex-wife wouldn't be such a big liar, she would tell that, yes, he was that individual. Clean the bathroom, scrub the tub, vacuum the floor, shampoo the floor, make up the bed, fold clothes, wash clothes, wash dishes. I am grateful. I have an attitude of gratitude because the Most High showed me how to be a father, how to be a man. So I'm grateful for my parents who showed me how the world really is. Some things I did tell the Most High, I'm good, I know about it. All I could do was, you know what I mean? It showed me, son, that person who you think is good for you is no good for you. And I spoke back to my father and said, Father, nah. If I pour enough love on it, if I sit there and go to work and clean and do and be faithful, she gonna change. The Most High loved me so much that he said, okay, go ahead. Being a parent, you got to allow your child to go through what he need to go through to see where he's going to. For my God. What would you do for your God? What would you do for the Creator? What would you do for the Most High? Would you deny yourself on everything that you like, that you think you love, that you lust? Striving for attention. For my God. Gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunity that it presents. I am so grateful that I had an absent father, because it allowed me to be a man and become a real father. I'm so grateful for a mother who didn't show love, didn't give me hugs and kisses, didn't show me that she was proud of me, because it showed me how to be a manly mother. I'm grateful for all the opportunities to see what I didn't see, so I could become what I'm supposed to be. Be grateful for the journey. Be grateful for the life. And I had to take my eyesight off of what I seen on TV, what I seen in the streets, what I seen in my associates' lives, how they used to talk about their parents, how they used to have conversations and chill with their parents. But I'm super grateful. I'm super grateful for this journey. Thank y'all for showing me what not to be. And when y'all showed me what not to be, it showed me what to be. Grateful. Got pride inside. Pride. I love myself. Thank you for showing me how to love myself. Because I didn't see and didn't feel like y'all love me. So it showed me how to love myself, how to care for myself, how to support myself. It showed me. I see myself in everyone. When you can see yourself in everyone, you're not ashamed to let everyone see yourself. Everyone can see who you really are. You don't put up no facade. You don't put up no act. You can't be fake and phony. Because all they wanted to do was see failure. If all you grew up around and seen failure, failed relationships, failed partnerships, failed goals, it makes you want to achieve goals. It makes you want to achieve good relationships. When you grow up seeing failure all around you, I grew up in a house where, none of my mother kids graduated high school. None. And I was the baby boy. So all I seen was failure. So with seeing that, it pushed me to go ahead and go get my high school diploma. And I got it, y'all. Got my high school diploma, and I went to trade school. When you grow up around failure, don't continue to fail. Take what you've seen and turn it into what you didn't want to see. Don't let your environment make you. You make the environment. A lot of people like to say this craziness, but whatever. There is no snitching. Snitching is not what it is. You're just telling what happened. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. When you seen that mistake, when you seen that what you saw and grew up around you was no good, it was only supposed to teach you to turn it into good, not to become the bad, not to become a failure. Like my other shirt that me and my somebody that I was speaking to came up with. I am a prevailure, not a failure. You see my other video, you see the shirt I created. I am a prevailure, I am not a failure. You prevail in everything that didn't go right. So when it come back around, you can be on top of it. So it won't happen again. Like I told y'all, my other channel, UFM, I want to help others get through what I went through. Growing up, harsh. Nowadays, they call it a child neglect. But we as, I believe it's normal now. But I can't put my kids through what I went through because I love my kids. But look at what I became because I went through all what I went through. Nobody, no family, I don't even know family members. I don't even know uncles, aunties, none of that. I ain't grew up with no brothers. I grew up with some sisters, but you know what I mean? They was doing their own thing. So the Most High was my parent. And see, this is the beautiful thing about a parent. A parent gives you disciplined love. Disciplined love is so needed around here. You know, when you get a spanking, when you get whooped, when you get packed, and right after that you get hugged and explained why you got packed. That's disciplined love. Nowadays, you can't even speak to a child harshly because you're hurting their feelings. They got cell phones, they call the police on you. Or they go around their friends and their friends hype them up to get rid of you. Because you trying to teach them what not to do. If I only had a father to say, hey, don't hang with them. Don't go do that. Don't talk to that girl. That one is, she for the streets. My bad. She is the streets. Only life would have been better. Because it would have been a physical individual right in front of my face teaching me and showing me this. But that's how I had to learn God early. Got in a relationship. You know how they say a child has an imaginary friend? God was my imaginary friend. I used to talk to God when I was a kid. A youth, a little boy. So when I grow up, that's who I get advice from too. The Most High is trusted for my God, for my Creator. Old associates will tell you, let's go run a train on this girl. Most High spoke to me when I was a kid and said, don't you go in there and do nothing they talk about. And my old associate, they'll tell you, even when I was a kid, I wasn't with that shit. But you know what I'm saying? I just had different morals. But you know the funny thing about being that and what you would do for your God instead of what you would do for your woman or your man is everybody will not like you. Everybody will call you weird. Everybody will call you OB, off brand. Oh well, is what I told him. Oh well. Well, I guess I ain't y'all friend then, cause I'm gone. See, that loneliness, that went away from me a long time ago. Nobody can make me lonely because I'm never alone. You don't know who I walk with. You don't know who nobody walk with. You don't know who's anybody's imaginary friend. And see, I think that my parent was my friend also. I could talk to my parent about anything. And he gonna give me the raw, rare truth about the situation. And don't hold nothing back. You need those type of friends. You need those type of parents who gonna say, I don't like them. That's a bad crowd. Chill. You need a friend who gonna tell you, bruh, don't do that, bruh. That ain't cool. Just because everybody's doing the same thing, you think that's cool? I was never a follower. And you can't blame nobody for nothing. Your choices is your choices. You can only blame yourself for what you did and what you went through. The choices you make, you can only blame yourself. Blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. I accept responsibility. What is responsibility? Responsibility. Being responsible. Being trusted. Being grown when you were jit. When you were youth. Get one more card out here. You're gonna have some growth at the end. If you can go through that, if you can have gratitude, pride over your failures, and you don't blame anybody, that is growth. I don't blame my old boy, my told-to-be father, for my mistakes. I did it. I blame myself for it. I can't blame my mother or my father for not teaching me about relationships. Then I marry a person that I'm not even supposed to be around. Nah. I blame myself for that stupid, idiotic mistake that I made. for not choosing the right individual to start a life with. I blame myself. I take full responsibility for the stupidest mistake in my life. This is the top dumbest mistakes I have ever made. But I blame myself. Now, what I'm supposed to do in that failure, I failed myself. I blame myself. Now that gives room for growth. I used to be a 4-mile woman. Take anything in or whatever happened. It's my fault, it's good. Nah, we ain't doing that. Because now I love myself. I always love myself. And ain't nobody can love you like you. Nobody gonna be honest to you like you gonna be honest to yourself. Nobody will cheat on you because you won't cheat yourself. Nobody will steal from you because you won't steal from yourself. What it look like you stealing from yourself? How can you steal from yourself? But you gotta have growth. When you don't blame individuals, but you blame yourself, take responsibility on the choices and the mistakes and the failures that you made. It's my fault. I gotta pay for it. And see, when growth starts and you come up out of a toxic, stupid relationship, and when growth happens, you won't carry that on to the next one. So like I said, with the failures that I encountered, and when I blame myself, and I take responsibilities for the choices I made, that brings growth. So that means that my dumbest mistake taught me my greatest lesson, because my soulmate, my mate, my person is gonna get a growth, is gonna have a healed individual. I will not fail, or I will not degrade myself. I would not allow all the mistakes I made with that individual for it to happen to my new final individual. Because the next person I meet, that is the one that's gonna be the one that's gonna take that long ride with me. That gonna be with me forever. The one that really like the inner me and the outer me. Cause see, growing up, a lot of people just like the outer you. And then when you start explaining how you feel on the inside, they really don't resonate with the inner you. So I want my person to learn the inner me before she fall in love with the outer me. But that's kind of hard, because the first thing they're gonna see is the outer me before they hear the inner me. Because if a person likes your outer me, and don't like the inner me, they will become your enemy. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. Growth. I have expanded my consciousness and my awareness. Let's get some cards on this deck. Let's see what we got going on here. For my man, for my God, not for my woman, not for my man, for my God. For my God. For my God. See what we got going on out here. Ooh. Jump up out of there, man. The Most High will guide you like the waves in the ocean. You know, channels, guides. Guide you like the wind. The Most High will guide you in the right direction. And I believe this is this video that I said, what direction are you going? You might need an alignment and put on some new tires. But I'm talking about your feet. Put on you some new shoes. If you ain't got no shoes, go out there bare feet. But make sure your ankles and the bottom of your feet are prepared for the environment. And where you finna be guided to. The Most High will guide you in the right direction. And if you need to make a turn, left or right, and He will tell you when your exit is approaching. Seven is very significant. Guide you in the stormy weather. Stormy. See, when it storms on that water, when it storms above the ocean and you in the ship, the wind, it guides the boat. Put up your sails and allow the wind to push your ship in the right direction. 21. 21. New moon. New moon. New moon. I know we finna have a full moon coming up. But new. Them secrets come out. The stuff that's done in the dark will always come to the light. What you do in the dark always comes to the light. The truth always comes to the light. The truth is light. Secrets that are revealed and kept in secret is death. A lot of people like to take secrets to their grave instead of having a growth mentality, having a growth attitude, having an attitude of gratitude to reveal the secrets so growth can happen. People want to blame their circumstances and what happened and their past failures. But you gotta have pride. You gotta love yourself and see yourself in everybody else. Would you want to be lied to as a child? $45 is significant, 9. 21 is significant, 3 and 7. I told you, release what you want to take to your grave. Release, cut it off like gangrene. See, this is game for the people that is not green. Cut anything that has gangrene. Cut it. This is game for the people that are not green. Release. Cut it out. Cut it off. Cut off anything. Release anything that does not serve your higher consciousness. Growth. I want to expand my consciousness and awareness. The only way you can have growth is if you release it, cut it out your life. Trust me, the Most High got you. You can't depend on a man or a woman more than you depend on the Most High, on God, the one who created you. How can you believe a man or a woman more than you believe the Most High? I mean, the person who created you. If he say cut that man or that woman off, trust me, release that man or woman. That person is no good for your growth. If you want to expand your consciousness, your awareness, release everything that the Most High is telling you. He will never lead you down the wrong way. Release. 42. 6 is significant. Last one, baby. See, and that's magic. That's magic. See, when my big brother was around, right? They thought he was a witch or, somebody doing outside things because they had their own books and they had their own beliefs. They couldn't believe that the Most High spoke to Jesus directly and gave him awareness, gave Jesus growth to expand his consciousness and his awareness. Jesus was the book, the information that everybody wrote down. that everybody read about a God, but they didn't even know God. People like to read about God, but don't know God. See, when you've been put in being hungry, as a child, thirsty, you've been abandoned, you've been mistreated, you've been bullied, you've been picked at as a child, and nobody physically comes to help you or teach you how to not be that. And then you learn when the Most High teaches you it. Where is that? Yes. See, when you have your failures, right? I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. When you learn from your failures, people gonna think it was magic. How he got out of that? See, my family, they run around being witches and warlocks. They want to do magic on and they read up on how to do this spell, how to do sex magic, how to do freezer spells, how to astral travel, how to divinate. They done did it all. But see, in my failure of me learning how I felt and what to look for, because a lot of magic been put on me by my mother, by my father, by the whole family, by my ex-lovers. So when I learn from my failure, they think I'm doing magic, but I ain't doing magic. I'm just defending myself. The Most High taught me how to protect myself against people that don't mean no good to me by releasing the hell out of them. People can't do magic on you if you're not attached to them. If you don't care what happens to them, they can't do no magic on you. They can't manipulate you. They can't lure you. Hey man, we ain't hang out in a long time, man. Come on over here. They want to just stab you in your back. Oh, bruh, hey, mom ain't doing too good. Hey, come over here. They want to stab you in your back. Trying to get rid of you. So they can continue to steal what was left from you. But I'm telling you, y'all all gonna have to pay for what y'all did. Oh, the Most High wanted me to say this right here. I was gonna make a whole video, but I still might make a video for this right here. But this one right here, if you got to this point right here, this is a nugget. It's a nugget that a lot of people don't consider, okay? Say if a person unalives an individual, right? And you help that individual get away with that unaliving. You will pay the judgment for that, as well as he or she. If you help a person who stole people's inheritance and wills and trust that was left to an individual, you will pay the judgment just like if you stole it. you will pay the same consequence, the same judgment, even if you wasn't there, but you helped them get away with what they did. You will pay for this. And see, the Most High is just adding all of it up. You playing in dangerous territories. And that's not magic. That's just a promise. Because look, if you were stolen from, wouldn't you want the person who stole from you to get caught? So why would you help a person who stole from another individual get away with what they stole from that individual? It's going to come right back to you. It never comes when you think it is supposed to come. It's going to come unexpectedly back onto you, and maybe even bigger. Just like when you drop a small ball of snow down a mountain, that snowball gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, where you cannot get away from that snowball. Then it turns to a whole avalanche. And most people, if they get caught in the avalanche, they get buried real deep in that snow. Let's get some tarot out here. The Magician. The Magician landed right on release and magic. That Magician. Be the magician in your life, but be a good magician. Don't be no magician to please your man. Don't be a magician to please your girl. Be a magician to turn around your life for the Most High, for your Creator. Because then you're going to have them 10 of Wands. Not bad. Y'all ain't see this here. It's the Magician card pulled out. That landed right on magic and release. These 10 of Wands landed on the new moon. Look how much work he's putting in. He's putting in back-busting work right now. Trying to keep those secrets. Trying to take those secrets to his grave. Release it. So you can have a peaceful sleep. So you can have a peaceful rest. So you can have a peaceful going. But hey, each your zone. We all got our lives to live here, and we all got to do what we got to do. It's all good. I know I ain't finna be carrying around no 10 wands. I don't want to carry around no wands. I want to carry around cups, 2 cups, that the Most High will overfill every day. And I want him to direct my way. Look, he can't even see where he walking. He got to put his back into that. Trying to keep those secrets. Trying to steal from individuals You trying to keep everything you stole, man? You don't know that those secrets that you hold on to are cursing you? Everything you did to an innocent individual, you just bringing a curse upon you. You want to do all that work? It's crazy work, man. That's stupid. That landed on New Moon. I'm talking about them secrets. What did I tell y'all I wanted to walk around with? What did I tell y'all I'm gonna walk around with? I'm walking around with a cup that's gonna overflow. I just said that. I'm not walking around with no wands. I'm not walking around with no secrets. I'm gonna walk around with a cup. One or two of them that the Most High will fill. And it will overflow. Look at that cup. This is the Ace of Cups. I don't want to walk around with burdens. Wow. I'm gonna take the two cards that flipped over because y'all seen that all came out. And you see that card that just popped out was, look at here, that Five of Swords. See, them two individuals, they walking away because they done fought, right? And he looking back at them with 3 swords in his hand, with his real sword on the floor. Where did he get those 2 swords from? See, the ancestors, the angels, they will fight on your behalf, on your enemies, and they will defeat them from the people who trying to steal and hold on to secrets. Y'all will be defeated. You came for the wrong individual. Y'all came for the wrong one. It's not cool. Don't nobody want to walk around with their head down. Done getting papped and beat up. See, look, and this the other card that came out. See, after he got a smile on his face, bro. He's smiling. Because he know he done won. Guess what he done won? He done won the Wheel of Fortune. Whatever the Most High has for that individual, whatever the Most High has for him, with that smile on his face, with 2 swords in one hand and 1 on the floor, and them 2 walking away with their swords on the floor look like they done got beat up. So now he got 5 swords. Now he got his Wheel of Fortune. In that cup. In that Ace of Cups that the Most High gonna give you. Ace of Cups. And see people done fought me for stuff that was mine. But guess what the Most High told me to do? The Most High told me to release it. Release it. Release it. Let it go. Because guess what? Guess what? If the Most High allowed me to get it one time, he will allow me to do it again. why you think millionaires, they take a loss, but they know that's a part of the game? Because they know how to make it and get it back up. People trying to steal people's ideas, people's swagger, people's identity. But guess what? Y'all can try to steal a person's identity, but God can give you a new identity. He can give you a new mission, a new purpose. Then what y'all gonna try to come steal that too? And then guess what's gonna happen? Y'all could keep trying to steal, but then here we go. Them 5 of swords ain't no type of joke. And then when y'all get defeated, then here come a cups, a ace of cups, and wheel of fortune again. Then you try to steal it again, and boom, here you go again. And these are lifetimes that these cards just came out. Look, these cards came out. You played with a magician. You ended up with a 10 of wands. All those secrets and burdens that you tried to do in secret, going to witches, paying for spell work, doing research up on spell work and all kind of demonic activity that you're doing. Trying to keep that a secret. Trying to do that in the moon at night. But all you got was 10 wands. You didn't get that cup in that wheel of fortune. Because the Most High ain't having that. Y'all going to jail for trying to steal a person's wheel of fortune and his ace of cups. And I'm not caring about this physical jail. Nah, forget all that. Who cares about these lying lawyers and these crooked judges? These crooked police officers. So what? Don't worry about all that, man. That spiritual jail, it ain't nothing compared to that, man. That is something I wouldn't wish it on nobody. That's why y'all need to release those wands that you're trying to carry. Stop trying to fight an individual about what's his or hers. Take your losses with your wands and walk away. Because in the end, even if you don't have nothing down here, you got an ace of cups in the spirit. You're going to have a wheel of fortune in heaven. And see, it ain't nothing about nothing down here, because you cannot take your wheel of fortune with you to heaven. You can't take no cup with you in heaven. They're going to give you a whole new kind of vibe up there. I pray this message resonate with you. If it didn't resonate with you, let it go. It is not for you. Spirit is not talking to you. Don't take nothing personal. But you are not the person I am talking to. And it's okay. But there's somebody in this world that understands this message. And can feel what the Spirit is saying, which is truth, honesty, integrity. I pray this message bless you as it did me. And I thank you for it. I see y'all in another one. For my God, not for my man or woman. Y'all think about that. Y'all marinate on that. All love and all light. I'll see y'all in the next video for sure.